What's really good, my people? Welcome into No Ketchup, Sports Talk via Chicago. I'm your host, Sean Little. Big Nick the Quick in the building.
What's
Nick
going
Harvey.
on? Yes, sir.
What's the word?
Out here.
How you living?
Man, beautifully.
Back-to-back weeks. We in here.
Sir, yep. Consistent.
Talking that
Consistent. Yes.
shit. Consistency is key, bro.
Yeah, consistently on your screen all day.
We're going to talk Hove, Jay-Z, Roc Nation is in bed with Roger Goodell in the NFL. That's going to be a big part of this podcast. We're going to break that down, give our thoughts, give the perception, just break it all down, right?
Yeah, yep.
We're then going to talk. What was the second thing we were going to talk about? I'm tweaking right now. Hold on.
What do we got? We got the Jay-Z.
Oh.
We're going to go over some things that we saw on Twitter/Instagram
that
caught our eye.
Yeah, we're going to go over some
Two different things that I saw.
Couple
that
Twitter
caught my
things
eye,
we got the Illinois locker room we want to talk about, Coos. And in the middle of, we're going to close the show with that. And in the middle, we're going to talk NFL player projections, NFL news, some breaking AB news that just came out.
Always booming.
So yeah, we're going Jay-Z, Goodell, NFL, Roc Nation, NFL player projections, AB news, Bears news. We'll close it with some stuff on via social media.
Yeah.
Let's start with this. How was your weekend? And tell me your thoughts on the Aaron Waters show. I didn't really realize people didn't like the Aaron Waters show. And anybody listening, if you're not from Chicago, every summer, one weekend of the year, essentially a bunch of fighter jets convene over Lake Michigan and put on a show for everybody.
Yeah.
And everyone gathers around the lakefront and kicks it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize people didn't like this.
Yeah, weekend was decent. I don't have an opinion either way on the Aaron Waters show. It's just another thing to do. You know, just kind of like you said, man, if you want to go out there, kick it downtown, you know, hang out, chill, watch the boats, watch the planes. Nothing wrong with that. I don't see how you couldn't like it. I mean, if people are upset because it's like an inconvenience getting downtown and all that, I mean, that's just life in a big city. There's always going to be something going on, especially in the summertime. So deal with it. But I'm all for things that people can do and hang out and kick it with the family. And if that's what you're into, go for it. I don't think it's necessarily my thing. But if someone was like, yo, you want to go to the Aaron Waters show, I wouldn't be like, oh, hell no, I can't believe you're asking me. Like, no.
The only reason I bring it up is because I was on Twitter. Like, even Colin posted something about it. Prop call, shout out our boy.
What was he talking about?
He was like, is it just me or am I the only person that hates the Aaron Waters show? And then I saw a couple other people on Twitter talking like, yo, I don't like the Aaron Waters show. I hate it. It makes noise, causes traffic. I thought everybody rocked with it. Yeah. I love the Aaron Waters show. Every year I look forward to the Aaron Waters show.
It's on the weekend. It's downtown, man. If you don't work downtown, don't go downtown that weekend. It was easy. We were actually going to go get something to eat this weekend in the city, and we realized it was the Aaron Waters show, so we just rerouted it to next week. No big deal. Deal with it. You move on. Don't live in Chicago if you can't deal with traffic in the summertime due to an event.
I just don't get why you're complaining about a free show.
It's a free show that people like to do, and it's a great thing for the city.
Right.
And it's a great summer activity that we have among many things that people enjoy doing. Because a lot of people are Scrooges. And you know me, I hate a lot of shit, but like I would never be like, yo, I hate fuck the Aaron Waters show.
Why is there so many Scrooges, dog?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Always
people
tired and upset about some shit.
There's so much to do in the world that if you don't like something, you can go do something else. I do it every weekend.
Like for
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't complain about what everybody else is doing. Like, it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't even get
if you don't like it, don't do it. You know what I mean?
Facts,
if you don't like it, don't do it. You know what? It's like a TV. The world's like a TV. You don't want to watch that show, change the fucking channel.
Bro.
Don't complain about what's on the channel. Change it. Or turn it off and go do something else. So, I mean, but you know there's always going to be people like that, man. People have to present the negative side of everything. You know what I mean?
Bro.
We could have a free money day downtown and people be like, I can't believe they're giving away only $20. You know what I'm saying? Like, people would be tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's so true.
It doesn't matter.
Always going to have some beef.
Yeah, you'll go crazy trying to figure out why people aren't happy out here.
But yeah, I didn't realize that was even a thing, but it is.
Did you go?
We went over. I rode my bike down the lakefront yesterday, and then I went to my guy Henry's. Me and my girl Alyssa went over there, and we kicked it. Had a couple drinks, and just posted up. He lives right on the lake. He got like a little high-rise building, so we were catching it from over there. It was decent.
Yeah,
it's easy.
It's a thing to do.
It's light.
Other things to do.
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's get into this Hove talk.
Hove.
If you've been up on your news, pop culture news in general, this should have hit your timeline notifications. Jay-Z and Roc Nation have signed a deal with NFL and Roger Goodell to essentially consult on
the Super Bowl
entertainment halftime show. Essentially, they're gonna lead one of the biggest viewed concerts of the year.
Yeah,
they're gonna help put that together and suggest artists, etc. And on top of that, they're gonna help the NFL progress the social justice that the NFL Players Coalition wants to do.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah, they're going to help. I don't even know if they're going to help them advance. They're going to work with the NFL on social issues.
Exactly.
To bring awareness. More or less, the NFL brought in a famous black guy to be around them. So say, hey, look, we're not racist. We have Jay-Z. Is pretty much in the nutshell.
That's your take on it. That's what
that's. I feel like that's kind of their side of it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's yeah. My take on the whole thing is this: like, okay, so they signed the deal, right? He's going to be producing the Super Bowl show, working with them on some other digital media stuff, and then also working with them on the social justice cause, right? And obviously, people lost their mind, right? On Twitter, it was all over the place. People are going crazy. Jay-Z's a sellout. How could he do this? Like this is against everything that Kaepernick knelt for. Then, they have the press conference where Jay-Z's talking about, hey, we're beyond kneeling. We need to move on. I'm about action, things like that, right? And obviously the whole internet goes crazy. People lose their mind. For me, and I put this out on Twitter the other day, for me it's like, when did Jay-Z, become the savior of black people, in which he's supposed to represent us in his actions and his decisions and the business moves that he makes, right? I don't think he's ever necessary. I mean, maybe, over the last couple of years, he's gotten involved in a lot of social issues. I get it, right?
Right.
But it's like, I have a problem anytime because someone's a successful black something that we have to put them on this level to where, like, they're pretty much bound to disappoint us, right? Like Jay-Z, his whole career has been straightforward about who he is, right? And I'm not saying I think he sold out, right? I think it's a weak move, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad at him for doing it, right? But what I'm saying is I'm not mad. I can't look at it and be like, I can't believe he did that, because he's a businessman. He's been a businessman from day one. The reason that we respect Jay-Z as a community is not because he's a rapper. It's because he's a businessman, right? People respect his business acumen. So he made a business decision that probably netted him a lot of money, and I'm supposed to look at it like, I can't believe you did that? I'm not, because I don't look to Jay-Z to be like my compass for where black people should be going and how they should be acting. We've made him into this like king. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen,
I'm not really.
But listen, when you're the first black hip hop first billionaire, you already, the black folks are already, the community is already going to look for you for support and to make right decisions for the community. And that might be wrong from us and to expect that from someone else. But on the flip side, he's also talks a lot of talk about how he wants to advance the black community and how he's for the black folk and helping everybody in the black community, and all the rumors of him paying people's lawyer bills and like that type of thing. Like the whole Meek Mill documentary, Free Meek, it seems like he's trying to shed light on all these issues that black people are dealing with. So I'm not ready to shit on what he did and his deal that he signed, because I don't know what is going to come of it. No one knows yet.
Money.
We'll see. Deep down, I want to feel like he's not doing this for cash, because he's already got enough bread, right? And I know people can never have enough bread, but I have to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's gonna go out there and actually try to fix some of the things that are happening in the community with the help of the NFL.
How? What work can he do with the NFL to fix things that are happening in the community?
What do you mean? He can do youth. He can have the NFL push some of the fun youth camps or anything like that. Like, there's a lot of different things that he can do. Let me quote Hov really quick. He said, and I quote, this is Jay-Z, With its global reach, the National Football League has the platform and opportunity to inspire change across the country, Jay-Z said in a statement this week. This partnership is an opportunity to strengthen the fabric of communities across America.
This is an organization.
That could also be a lot of just speak.
That's a lot of speak.
A lot of media speak.
That's speak.
But we'll see. And I don't know, because we don't know.
It's a
Everyone
power.
wants to jump on the left side or the right side, right? He shouldn't be doing this. It's a money grab. But it's like, we don't know yet. What if he gets in there and pushes to have more African-American GMs, African-American owners, that type of stuff?
But who is he pushing to do that? You think the 32 NFL owners are going to be like, oh, Sean's here, we need to listen to him? Oh, Jerry Jones is going to be like, oh, Jay-Z's here? Jay-Z says I need to hire a black GM? Okay. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. Again, like, I think that is part of the NFL. If he's got
Goodell in his pocket?
He's not going to have Goodell in his pocket, dude. He doesn't have the bread or the power to have Goodell in his pocket.
Not in his pocket, but if he has a working relationship with Goodell,
sure,
he could still push some agendas that weren't being pushed before.
Or when something happens that the black players are pissed about, they'll trot Jay-Z out there. That's what they're going to do. Knowing the NFL like we do.
And that's going to be really interesting.
And that's what he's going to be there for. But you're not just trotting any black person out. You're trotting out Jay-Z. Like, oh, we just talked about it. We hold him in such high regards. I was like, oh, Jay-Z's coming, guys. We got to listen. But, the NFL is we talk about every week. It's a good old boys club. They have their rules. They have their way of doing business. That is not going to be changed by Jay-Z. Jay-Z does not have the power or the money. He doesn't got Stan Kroenke money. He doesn't have Jerry Jones money.
Hove a billionaire.
They're multi-billionaires.
Yeah, but I mean,
Stan Kroenke owns 3 sports teams.
That's still. I mean, he's still got the bag.
He has the bag, but not the power, not the influence that they do. He doesn't own a team yet. He doesn't have a vote. Does he have a vote? Part of the deal allegedly. There's 32 votes. Does he have one?
Part of the deal allegedly is that he's going to get a significant stake in an NFL squad.
Does he have one of the 32 votes?
No,
that matter.
Not right now.
So no, and a significant stake or a majority stake are two different things. Significant be 25%. That's significant, but that's not a majority. That doesn't get you a vote.
Yeah.
So again, but either way, regardless, man. I mean, whatever he does do with it, I'm not expecting anything out of it. I expect Jay-Z to do what Jay-Z's always done, and that's make smart business moves that make sense, gain him power, and help build his business. And he's well within his right to do that. But people on here like, we're done with Jay-Z and all that. It's just kind of like you need to temper your expectations altogether on what you expect this man to do.
Will you pull up the comp real quick?
If it was someone who made their whole career off being an activist or being all about social justice and all that, it'd be one thing, right? But this is new for Jay-Z as of the last couple years. So it's not like I'm looking at him to be that way. If you're like, hey, not Common, because Common will sell out for anything. But if you're like, hey, Lupe signed with the NFL, I'd be like, all right, hold on. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, or somebody like that. Or J. Cole signed a deal with the NFL. I'd be like, hold on. Like, J. Cole, you can't sign a deal with the NFL. But talking about some of these other dudes, it's Jay-Z, man. I mean, he's been about that his whole life.
Eric Reed, one of the biggest things was Eric Reed was essentially wasn't rocking with Jay-Z in the deal at all, called it despicable. And especially one of the things Jay-Z said was we're past kneeling, and it's time to make some real change type of thing. Here's Eric Reed when asked about the Jay-Z new deal with the NFL.
When Jay-Z said those comments of we're past kneeling, we need to take more action, what's your response to that, saying that we're not doing enough as far as kneeling?
Deep exhale.
For one, when has Jay-Z ever taken a knee to come out and tell us that we're past kneeling? Yes, he's done a lot of great work, a lot of great social justice work, but for you to get paid to go into an NFL press conference to say that we're past kneeling, again, asinine. Players Coalition 2.0, he got paid to take the bullets that he's taking now because we're not having it.
Okay, you can switch it back. So now if it goes, now Eric Reed was on the front line with Cap the whole way, right? And one of the things I do want to get to is why Eric Reed's still in the league and why Kaepernick's not. We'll talk about that in a second. But Reed feels like he just sold out, jumped in bed with Goodell, is about to make a ton of money. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Now, let me be clear. That is a very, very real possibility, right? He's going to get in there, do his thing with Roc Nation, make a bunch of money, get a part of a squad, and not really make any real progress with it. But I feel like canceling Jay-Z, which everyone wants to do with everything. Like, people are trying to cancel Chick-Fil-A because Popeyes dropped a chicken sandwich. That's the same thing. It's like people just want to just
want to be done.
Shit.
They want to be done.
Yeah,
with
they
stuff.
just want to like make. Yeah, they just want to talk.
If I was famous nowadays, I don't think I'd leave the house.
Like,
just don't want no missteps, bro.
You just don't like. you just can't feed into that, right?
Yeah.
But
that Popeyes chicken sandwich is decent though.
I didn't have. You had one?
Yeah, I tried it.
It was lit. It was fire.
It was fire.
That Popeyes chicken sandwich
was super crispy, super decent. Yeah. It put the Chick-Fil-A joint down. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No way,
bro. Go test that Popeyes. I'm trying to tell you, it was fire.
It was like that.
It was fire. That joint was fire, bro. And it was $3.99. That joint was $3.99.
I'm gonna have to go check it out, dog.
2 for $8. Yeah,
two
you get
for
the spicy
$8.
joint,
spicy
whole
joint, crispy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bun soft,
crispy bun is decent. Yeah, the whole it's decent. Like that's why I had to try it because I don't even eat fast food like that. But I was like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna try this out. Joint was decent.
Is there anything to say like that they bit off Chick-fil-A style? Like, damn, this shit.
No, because people been putting out crispy chicken sandwiches. It's not the first.
Chick-fil-A selling these joints like hotcakes, man. We should come out with one.
McDonald's was the original with the McChicken. Well, that joint wasn't crispy.
That shit had lettuce on it. That shit got lettuce on it, bro.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it went down. All I know is that joint is fire. You need to go try it. Throw some hot sauce on it. Call it a day. Keep it moving.
Yeah, all right. I'm a feet.
Yeah.
I'm a feet. But give Jay-Z a chance and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
If it disappears and he ends up copping a squad and gets a big majority stake and he's just sitting up there kicking it with Kroenke and those boys and not really doing shit, and there's not an uptick in black coaches or there's not an uptick. And like you said, that is a lot of pressure on him now because we are looking for him to be like, all right, bro, you in there.
People are, yeah.
We need you to make.
Because now he's presented it that way with his answers to it, right? Because when they asked him about it, he's like, oh, I want some action. I want to get in there and start doing some shit. So now he has set himself up. So now if he doesn't deliver on that type of stuff, then I'll be critical of him because it's like, yo, bro, you said, now I'm here. They let me in. Let us in. Now we're in, and you're not doing shit about it, right? Because he set himself up for that one. So definitely.
Pull up, switch us over really quick. This picture, I'm not gonna lie. This picture rubbed me the wrong way. You know how you just see an image?
That's a good shout out to the photographer.
You just see an image and you don't feel good about it.
You couldn't have caught that at a better moment.
I don't feel good about this picture. It does kind of feel like a smack in the face. Cap gave up his career, bruh.
Yeah.
So when I see this picture, him and Goodell like laughing, like they just like scheming everybody.
Yeah.
It's like, we got him.
Yeah, we got
hook, line, and sinker.
And Hope's got that big laugh. Like,
yeah, like, like you know what I'm saying? Like you can see Goodell's molars in this pic, bro. Like he's smiling big.
Yep.
So to see that and to know all the stuff that Cap and those dudes went through, it is kind of tough.
So my question is, and this is almost unrelated, but
you can flip back.
Isn't Roc Nation a sports agency, an NBA PA certified sports agency?
They have their that's
they signed Kevin Durant and Kyrie, right?
That's a wing of it.
Yeah. So how can they do a deal with one of the other four major? I mean, how can they? There has to be like a conflict of interest. Not like they're not allowed to do business with the NFL, but like, doesn't that give them quite a bit of influence?
Yeah,
like, we're in bed with the NFL too.
Yeah,
basketball player.
I don't know.
Come sign with us. Like we're cross platform with it right now. You know what I mean?
I don't know what wing of Roc. It's probably Roc Nation Entertainment. It's a different wing than Roc Nation. But yeah, it's the same.
That shit.
Same crib though.
Yeah, man.
Same crib, different room.
Same crib, different room. Jay-Z still gets his cut.
But now, this was one thing I wanted to get your opinion on because I'm a little conflicted on it, right? So Eric Reed and Kaepernick were at the front line of the kneeling thing, and it was all for a real positive message in my eyes, a real push forward, right? They wanted real change, and Kaepernick has been steadfast on that from the beginning.
Yeah.
Eric Reed's still in the league. Kaepernick is not. Do I think Kaepernick got blackballed? 100%.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that, right?
2 or 3 years ago, yeah.
How do you think that him taking that money from the NFL pulled a little bit off of like what he was trying to do? Or did he earn that money and it doesn't? That was what he was
earned
due.
that money. He filed a lawsuit, a grievance. I mean, yeah, he earned that money. That's his money.
He got blackballed off of that money, so he deserves that money back.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, yeah, more or less, yeah. I think they got off easy.
Who, the NFL?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, because there was because if collusion is that big of a deal, right, and there is clearly collusion against them, you know what I mean? Who's to say they're not going to collude against other players or, you know, for other things like that? So, yeah, I mean, that's a problem. You don't want 32 owners deciding who can and who cannot play in the NFL based on what they believe or what they think, you know, or how they feel. Like, yeah, that's crazy. That's a problem. And, like, I'm the type of person when I look at something like that's it on, like, it's a big scale, but that's a small scale. But let's just say tomorrow they decide, hey, we don't want to let freaking Mexicans play in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Or something crazy like that. You don't want to be able to set a precedent like that. So you got to hammer them when they do break that rule. I have a problem with that shit. That collusion shit, I definitely have a problem with that.
Yeah, it's the 32 guys in a room.
Yeah, it's like it can't be like, hey, Sean, I know you own the Bills and you really want to sign Kaepernick, but we're gonna freeze you out of some other shit if you do it.
We're gonna stand strong on this.
Right. There's 31 owners against you. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that could be used to do some truly evil shit down the line. So like, yeah, I don't like that. Not at all.
Do you see
Not
that?
a fan.
So with Hove signing the deal with the NFL, is he now in part of the league blackballing Colin and killing his career off?
Nah,
is he a part of that now?
Nah, he wasn't there for that.
It's after that. It's post that.
Yeah, it's post that. And people saying like, I heard someone on Twitter like, oh, well, now he might be able to get Colin Kaepernick back in the league. He's not going to be able to do that either. So I think Colin Kaepernick's days of playing in the NFL are over. No team will ever sign him. You know what I mean? I think that's 100% signed, sealed, delivered. He's not going to be able to make that happen. But yeah, like we just said, I mean, he came up now talking the big game and in the response to all the criticism saying that, hey, I'm going to get in there and make some change so we can just leave it up to him and see what he does. I just don't know what change can be made. I mean, I know you threw out your examples and everything, but I just feel like, man, like, I don't know. Again, I think a lot of it will just be like, you know, it'll look good. Who's Jay-Z? We'll roll him out.
Look.
We'll roll him out, Jay-Z.
Optics.
Jay-Z, Roc Nation Youth Camp. Yeah,
Optics.
NFL.
It's the NCAA optics. This is the NFL optics.
Here's $1 million. Go fuck around, but you can't. Whatever. Yeah.
Why can't we get the details on this type of deal?
Because it's private.
Yeah, I mean, NFL's a private company.
And so is Roc Nation. They don't got to disclose anything.
Right.
Nothing. Yeah. No
what
money.
What type of deal you think we're looking at?
Enough that he signed it. And I'm not even trying to be funny, but you know what I'm saying? It's enough that he signed it because he doesn't have. He knew that there was. He knew his PR people told him there was going to be some backlash, so it had to be not even enough as far as the money, but it's the power, right? You know, like you said, he has enough bread. So, but now he's trying to acquire power and expand himself into other ventures and shit. So, I mean, they might have gave him a lot of control. I mean, like you just said, the Super Bowl is the most watched concert of the year. That's a Roc Nation event in which you can showcase Roc Nation artists.
Yeah, it's huge.
What else can that spin off to? A lot of different things. You're in bed with the NFL.
Especially, can you imagine Hov
Monday Night Football?
Can you imagine Hov walking into a meeting and trying to sign, like, for example, like Halsey to Roc Nation, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll put you on the next Super Bowl."
Yeah,
that's a big,
absolutely
draw for me to sign with Roc Nation. Like, you could get me on the Super Bowl show. I'll headline Super Bowl in the next couple of years. Like, yeah.
He's negotiating all those deals. Like, yeah, man.
That's what you got to look at. That's the crazy part. So, I get it. And I'm usually the guy like, yeah, this is a money grab, and I already know this is about the bread. And I think it's a little bit of both. I just hope that Hov can also push some of the African-American minority agenda that needs to be addressed, especially in communities and with the NFL players and with the lack of representation in coaches being head coach, GMs, and there's no ownership. So,
Zero. We shall see.
We'll close it. I'm going to close it on this quote. Hove said, "Everybody knows I agree with what you're saying in Kaepernick's underlying message. So what are we going to do? Help millions and millions of people or get stuck on Colin not having a job?" That's a quote from Jay-Z. So that's kind of that's
what he's trying to say.
Yeah. Like, yo, listen.
And if he follows through, that makes sense. So
stay tuned.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Got to give the shout out. Justin Joseph lit off.
Yeah.
Born tonight.
Born and raised.
Shout out our boy Eli.
Yeah,
He's got the group text at 749, 8 pounds, 12 ounce baby boy. Shout out Eli. Shout out Jamie.
Yeah.
Congratulations, y'all.
Big time.
You dig.
All right. Let's move off Hove. And speaking of Hove, just real quick on these hip hop albums, everybody needs to go add that Young Thug and Rick Ross to their albums ASAP.
What do you say? I wore the dress because I had the stick on me.
He said I had to wear the dress because I had the stick on me.
Yeah, bro.
Like, that's just already, it's a classic album
right there, bro.
Yeah, you killed that. Yeah, that Submate's kind of whack.
This shit is whack.
But that track Hot with Gunna is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, check that out. Check
bro,
those two out.
And again, I'm super late, but over the last couple months, I decided that Gunna might be my favorite rapper. G.
Dude,
I think I listen to this man all day.
Gunna is my favorite rapper by a lot.
Yeah.
I can listen to him easy. Like,
the flow.
The flow is so effortable. It's so crazy. I
drip a series.
That is how you rap. Yeah.
Come on, HD. Can you hear me?
That's my guy. Gunna my dog. Yeah. I rock with Gunna heavy.
Shout out Gunna.
All right, let's move over to these NFL projections and this AB news. Let's kick it off with this AB news really quick because you said Schefter just dropped it.
Oh, actually, it was Pro Football Talk, but I guess he is now filing a grievance against. So basically, he's filing another grievance now against the NFL because they're prohibiting him from finding that same model helmet that is under 10 years old. So he wants a specific model helmet, right? Yeah. The NFL, I guess, initially said you can't use one that's over 10 years old. Now he's trying to find one that's under 10 years old. And now he feels that now they're specifically targeting him with their enforcement of the rule. I got one quick thing to say on this over this helmet, though. I don't know who works for Shut, who owns Shut, who's in Shut's marketing department.
Yeah.
AB's got enough bread. You can't just build this man a helmet.
Like a new one?
Yeah.
I think
here's a 2019 Shut Air model, which is the one that he wants.
My guess is that they probably have one and have a new one. But it's just a newer model that he doesn't like.
Or maybe that's what the league's stopping him from wearing. You cannot wear this Shut. It's called a Shut Air something or another.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't matter. When it was made, you can't wear it now. Maybe that's why he's filing the new grievance.
Look, listen.
Yeah, who cares?
Who gives a fuck? This shit's getting out of hand, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What is he doing?
Yeah.
Wear the new helmet. Period. This is what you got to do. And the biggest thing for me is these grievances should have been filed last year. Do that shit last year.
Well, did you hear Rosenhaus?
Not
Rosenhaus
2 weeks before the season, bro.
They've been fighting this for a minute. That was his quote. So like everybody's saying that like this is new. He's like, we've been having this battle. I don't know.
So then, but you have to put it to if it hasn't got resolved before 2 weeks before the season starts, then it has to be put to bed. You
got to put to bed, get the new helmet.
You got to get the new helmet, bro. Hey, that's it.
The Steelers try to tell you.
Like, that's it, bro.
Steelers try to tell you this dude is about him.
I just don't understand,
it's
bro.
About him.
Like, it just makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Can't wait for Hard Knocks tomorrow.
I'm trying to get this shit out your face.
Yeah. It's gonna make for a good. It's gonna make for a good Hard Knocks tomorrow, though.
You heard what's his name said? Like he needs to be all in or all out.
All out. Mayock. Yeah, boy, you were asking for him to grow.
Yeah, bro. Do something, bro.
I rewatched that episode with you talking about how he was sitting there like laughing at Gruden's jokes. Like that shit was hilarious,
bro. Mayock looked like he was sitting there like he was the special teams coach.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't know that was Mayock.
He was at the second chair too. Like it was crazy.
I would have thought that was the fucking linebackers coach.
Coordinator or something, yeah.
Like, you're not supposed to be sitting down there laughing at his jokes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Theo Epstein sitting like that's
Laughing
just
at Joe Madden's
bro?
jokes?
Like,
Yeah.
no, Ryan Pace is not at Nagy's table ha-haing at his jokes.
Yeah.
Just like that's not how this shit works. I don't like. I don't care what they've been doing in the preseason. I'm gonna need to see that shit in the regular season.
This situation's going to end badly.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think we're at the point now where this situation's going to end badly. How much do they own? How much of that
30
is
million.
30 million guaranteed?
Yeah,
If they
30
cut him today, it'd be 30 million.
30 million.
We'll have to
So
take some of that
he's never
Vegas
he's never
relocation
gonna
money.
get cut today.
Yeah,
He'll at least play a year or
Yeah.
be on the roster.
yeah. It's
Or-
not going to be long.
What do they do with those folks so that they don't want by the team, but they'll pay him anyway? What's it?
Non-football injury?
No.
or
What's
what?
it? It's usually hoops. They just like send you to the crib. Like, just get this guy out of here.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
It's like-
a buyout
Yeah, no, it's they like say something though. Like the player is not with the team.
is what they did with
Nah.
Stephon Marbury.
Yeah,
Hey, remember when Marbury?
Get him out of here.
You remember when Marbury went to a Celtics game and sat front row while the Knicks played the Celtics, but he was still on the
Yes.
Knicks after he got
That
benched?
type of shit.
That shit.
Marbury.
Shout out, that's a wild boy right there.
Marbury is a wild boy.
Wild boy.
No doubt.
He went to a game. He sat courtside.
All right, so biggest things that me and you I know like to go over are the NFL projections, stat projections,
Yeah.
that type of thing. We were gonna do it last week. I got a full list of like over unders I want to go through with you right now, and then we'll hit the Bear squad too and see what we could talk about that. But the first one that jumped at me was Patrick Mahomes. We know he had an all-world year last year, 50 touchdowns, MVP. I want to say there's been like 3 other quarterbacks that have thrown for 50. Brady, maybe Brady, and then Manning. Manning maybe twice, and then Brady I think is like the only one. I think it's only been done 3 times.
Yeah.
The 2019 projection for Mahomes, will you pull this up for me? These are the projections for Mahomes. And they got it perfectly up there for 2018 versus 2019. They've only thrown 35 touchdowns
Yeah, I saw that.
to 50. Would you take the over or under on 35 touchdowns
So one
for
less,
Patrick Mahomes?
one less per game, pretty much.
That's essentially a little over 2 a game.
Didn't they have that? Didn't they have 2 like? Didn't they had one like ridiculous game, right?
Well, they had that game against the
Rams. It was like 80 to 70. Yeah,
65, 62. Or
yeah,
something.
yeah. So I mean, yeah,
Something crazy.
yeah. So I'd probably take the under.
Under 35.
Yeah.
How can you even say that?
I don't know, because whenever I see shit like that, it's
They're more right than wrong.
they're more right than wrong, and everybody's like, "Oh, I got 3 touchdowns last
Yeah.
year." Like they're pounding the over,
And
and
then
Vegas
at
is like,
the end of the year,
yeah, like at the end of the year, he's gonna have 33
yeah.
touchdowns and 12 picks. I don't know. I just feel like whenever you have one of those crazy, I'd like to see what were the numbers the next year after Manning threw 50 touchdowns. What were they the next year after Brady threw 50 touchdowns? What was the regression like?
Yeah, I actually was reading this, and it's always a significant piece more.
Because you
Or
can't
down
you
more,
can't
know
keep
what I mean?
that pace. Yeah. So I would say that I would take the under. I mean, if he throws 34 touchdowns, it's still a great year. Right, I mean, just 50 touchdowns is just insane.
Yeah.
And are they going to be in that many shootouts? You know, what's their offense going to look like? Well, I mean, you know he's going to throw the ball. He's going to be chucking it. But, yeah, they were in a lot of shootouts last year, some fourth-quarter games. So a lot of that shit adds up to his touchdowns. If they're blowing teams out this year, he's not playing in the fourth. You know, you never know.
I got to go over 35. I don't think he's not going to throw 50.
Yeah.
But I think he throws 37, 38, 40 touchdowns. Especially, I mean, do you know their running back? Do you know his name? Because I don't.
It's Buddy that was running for them last year. What was his name? He was all right.
Who?
He wasn't Kareem. Kareem.
I don't know because okay, you don't know his name. That's what I'm saying,
called
right?
him Kareem Rush.
So
Kareem Hunt.
no, he's not Kareem Hunt, but I could see him throwing 38 touchdowns. Like,
Yeah.
that seems like it should be pretty easy.
That's a stay away
him.
for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch
It's
it.
100% don't. That has every single sign of don't touch this is on that.
Yeah, I
So
wouldn't.
This is a stay away.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Skunk.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch that at all. Well, we're going to go through the top 3 of each one, and then we'll go back. Number 2 ranked quarterback is Deshaun Watson.
Doesn't surprise me. Is this fantasy?
This is like it kind of lands in the same bucket like fantasy.
He's a
projections
ridiculous
versus,
fantasy quarterback.
Yeah, you can flip it back over.
If he's healthy,
25 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
last year.
I'm going over on
how many
all that.
how many games did he play last year? He didn't play all 16, right?
No, he missed a couple.
Yeah.
He threw 26 last year and he missed a couple. They have him going for 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions.
Yeah.
I got the over on all those.
25.
He'll go over 4,000 yards. He'll go over 25 touchdowns, and he'll go over 11 picks.
The reason that I would
He's going to throw more than 11 picks.
The reason that I'd be hesitant for him on the 25 touchdowns is there's a lot of in the goal line where a lot of quarterbacks will throw. He's going to run.
Yeah, he had 99 carries last year
Yeah.
for 550 touchdowns.
Yeah, if 550 yards. Yeah, he's going to run. So that would be my only thing. His passing touchdowns, 25 might be the right number, but when you look at total touchdowns at the end of the day, it might be a little bit different. It was like Cam Newton a few years ago. I mean, he's not going to throw 40 touchdown passes, but he'll throw 25 and run in another 10. 8.
Right.
Yeah, so I would see that from Watson. 25 doesn't seem low for me. He's going to throw some picks, though.
Texans are a sleeper, man. I think they're going to be really good this
They were
year.
good. They were.
I think,
they were last year. Didn't they start off
yeah.
terrible, and then they won like 8 straight or something?
I think they're going to be better.
Yeah,
than
I
that.
think Bill O'Brien's a doofus, but other than that, yeah,
I don't hate him as much as everybody else.
He's just kind of a clown.
I thought he was a good coach at Penn State. I think he's been a good coach at the Texans, and that's it.
It's kind of oaf.
It's just that butt chin. He looks
Fuck
kind of
Penn State.
yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, we know about Penn State.
How dare
Right?
you bring that up?
All right,
All right,
we'll
who they got
go
third?
over.
Let me see if I can guess third.
Okay, who you got?
The third fantasy quarterback.
Like the third, yeah, the third most producing quarterback on the list. So it's Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, and this one is in the NFC South.
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, Matt Ryan, number 3.
Are they predicting the bounce back from Matt Ryan?
4,600 yards, 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
How many touchdowns he throw last
Bro,
year?
last year he threw 35
Yeah.
on 4,900 yards.
He did 35 touchdowns. How many picks he throw last year?
7.
Wow, he had a good year.
Had a good year.
You know what, man? They'll never shake 21-3 or 24-3, so it doesn't matter.
Nah, bro, they
Doesn't
really
matter.
won't. They
It's
really,
unshakable. I was talking about this with somebody the other day. I was like, it's unshakable.
They really smoked.
Matt
that
Ryan
off,
goes
bro.
to sleep. He thinks about that. He wakes up. He thinks about that. Every playoff game he'll ever play in, he'll think about that. Every lead he's ever in any game, he'll think about that.
They really smoked that.
Ryan's fine, man. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise him. He throws for a ton of yards.
He kind of has, at least last year, it was a lot of that. We're losing. We have to throw the ball all over the place type deal. But yeah, he puts up numbers.
And I think Atlanta's a sleeper team.
You think
Here's
they'll
why.
be- you
Even
think-
though everything I just talked about, the NFC South is not great.
yeah.
right?
You think the Saints take a step back too? I think they do.
Yeah, I think that every year Drew Brees gets older and they still have to play ball games in December away from home. And that's a major issue for them. So they're going to start off hot, right? Because they're going to play their home games, and all their home games will probably go 7-1 at home. But each year it's getting harder and harder for them to go on the road and play against a cold weather team. And Drew Brees really struggles towards the end of the season when they got to do that. Outside of the dome, in general, they're just a completely different team.
I'm tweaking. Who's the 4th team in the NFC South?
It's the Bucks, the
Bucks,
Panthers,
the Bucks. That's what Bucks, Panthers,
Falcons, and
Falcons,
Saints.
Saints. Yeah, okay.
So I think you could see that. I think if Atlanta went 11-5, it would not surprise me at all.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
My boy Julio.
Yeah, Julio.
I got them
Julio's
dirty
back.
birds.
Yeah,
Call him Julio.
Julio's
That's my
coming
man.
back. How does Ryan throw 35 touchdowns and Julio Jones? Is there a big thing about him not catching touchdowns?
Julio had like 4 touchdowns.
So who's he
last year
throwing
or
those
something.
passes to? Ridley?
We'll look up who had all the touchdowns, but yeah, he didn't. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right, who else we got?
Number 4 is Aaron Rodgers, and then we'll kill it at number 5 at Cam Newton. But Aaron Rodgers,
Scam.
30 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
So this has to be fantasy. This isn't who they're going to think are going to be the top 5 quarterbacks this year.
Well, it's just projections.
Yeah.
They're just projections, right? So it's like these are going to be the top quarterbacks, like for fantasy projection on stats, right? So Rodgers, 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. I don't see how he throws 7 interceptions. This guy doesn't throw interceptions. Why in the world would he throw
He started
7?
throwing them last year. Threw them against the Bears.
He threw 2. all
Only two
season
all
last
season
year.
last year? What was the numbers last year?
4,400 yards, 25 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Oh, really?
His touchdown to interception
It's
ratio.
the best in NFL history, isn't it?
It's not really
It's
close.
not even close, yeah.
It's like, I think, if I had to guess off the top of my head, career, he's thrown 25 interceptions.
Yeah.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
Like Eli Manning's thrown 20 in a year. 22. What did Cutler throw that year? 26?
26. Eli's got one more ring.
Yeah, he does.
One more than Aaron.
Yeah. But 7 interceptions, I'll take the under. But Aaron is going to be Aaron. He'll have a solid year.
Yeah. I think the Packers are going to be trash.
They won't be trash, but they won't be as good as everyone says.
Trash.
That's what I was saying last year, because I knew they would be garbage. And you were trying to tell me that they're the Packers. They're the Packers.
Well, it was
Nah,
down
bro.
near for Aaron Rodgers. Apparently. All right, what do we got? Who's the number one receiver? Let me guess.
You want to go receiver? I was going to go running back. You want to go
running back.
receivers?
I mean, number one fantasy running back has to be Saquon.
Yeah, Saquon,
Saquon, then
Christian,
McCaffrey, yeah.
Alvin
and then
Kamara, Zeke,
yeah.
and then David Johnson.
So here's the thing. I know you don't play fantasy, but I'm going to tell the same thing I stuck with last year with Le'Veon Bell. So we do like an auction draft, right?
Yeah.
Where you get $200 and you spend a player's name goes up, someone nominates them, everybody puts in a bid, whoever has the highest bid gets the player, right?
Yeah.
So last year, I don't remember who it was, but somebody put like 77 of their $200 to Le'Veon Bell.
Ooh.
And if you're not in camp, right? If Zeke shows up to camp tomorrow, I'll draft him and I'll pay for him, right? This obviously Bell wasn't even in camp yet because he never showed up.
Yeah.
Don't do it. If he doesn't show up to camp, don't draft Zeke. I'm telling everybody right now. Don't be the stupid person.
He's not going to not go to camp and then all of a sudden just show up week 1.
You saw what happened with Le'Veon. Everybody's Le'Veon will be there week 6, week 7, and whoever had him just held on to him. That was like half your money.
Yeah.
So again, I know you don't play fantasy. Even if you do a snake draft, don't waste a high pick on Zeke, man. You don't know what's going to happen. These running backs are showing you they're not showing up to camp. Maybe they won't show up for the season. He doesn't care.
Yeah, for real.
So, yeah.
Okay,
That was my
speaking
side
of
on that.
Le'Veon Bell,
Yep.
what do you think his line is? Projections.
This year?
Yeah. On the Jets.
Say 12,
Sam Darnold.
1,200 rushing yards.
Okay. How many touchdowns?
11.
Total?
Yeah. No. How many did he have? I guess they can't give us his numbers from
Yeah.
before. I don't know how many rushing touchdowns he usually gets, but actually I'll give him 9 rushing touchdowns.
Okay, they got Le'Veon Bell projected at 256 carries, 1,150 yards, 6 touchdowns, rushing, 65 receptions, 500 yards receiving with 3 touchdowns. So
9 touchdowns total.
1,600 yards, 9 total touchdowns. That seems pretty standard.
It's a solid year. I'd
Yeah.
like to see him get in the end zone a little bit more if you own him for fantasy.
Everybody
but yeah.
loves Sam Darnold, so
Yeah, Darnold was the highest rated quarterback in the NFL weeks 12 through 17.
is that fact?
It's a fact. That's 100% fact. Have you not seen the stat yet?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's the highest QBR of any quarterback in the NFL weeks 12 through 17.
No,
no,
way.
I'm sorry, 14 through 17. 14 through 17
Okay,
it was.
so
yeah.
last 3 games.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. What were his numbers looking like?
I think he had one game where he threw like 4 touchdowns, and the other games were like mediocre, but altogether, like his completion
Yeah.
percentage, he wasn't throwing picks.
Right.
You know, he was a pick machine in the beginning.
Yeah.
He's just got that dumbass look on his face, bro, and I can't shake it.
He does have that dummy look.
Stupid look on his face. He just looks like the type of person you don't want to kick it with.
I like how he talks. When I hear him on the mic, though, he seems like a solid dude. He's just like
Confidence.
kind of like a bro-y dude.
Yeah. I think he'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine, man. I think that I think it's hard to judge a Jets quarterback because I literally cannot name another player on their ever since Le'Veon's there now, but literally cannot name another player on their offense.
Yeah, me neither.
Not a single one. Then they got a fast receiver, Robbie something or another.
I don't know if it's for. I don't know I don't know how this works for you, but I always find myself rooting for the secondary team in New York.
So the Jets.
I like root for the Jets and Nets for some reason.
Like the Islanders.
Like, I don't care about hockey, but actually, I like the Yankees. I always have since I was little, but like, I want to see the Mets do well.
Sure.
I want to see the Jets do well. I think it's that I know what it's like to root for a trash ass squad every year, and it's like I empathize with those guys.
Well, see, that's different though. That's not true. Because the experience that you would, if that's your case, then you'd be a White Sox fan because it's like those are trash ass teams that no one goes to their games.
I'm born into you know what I mean. I'm born into being a Cubs
yeah,
guy. That's the difference, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's kind of the
feel
same
their
thing.
pain.
Yeah, you feel it more than me, I guess.
But
like,
we got our ring, man. We're good. We're fucking.
y'all gonna go down. It don't even matter.
That's all we need to see. It's y'all that aren't satisfied with nothing. But your team is trash. So I mean,
we're not satisfied.
Hey,
we don't get satisfied on North
those
side.
boys. Hey, are you ready for this?
Taste.
Hey, are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? I'm saying it here, August 19th. Cubs ain't winning that division.
You don't think so?
No, aren't they only like?
They were half a game back last night.
Crazy.
I don't know who won.
Weren't they like 10 games up at one point?
No, never.
They're still trash.
We were up like 4 games. Like,
yeah, you better hope every game is at Wrigley from here on out.
Dude, 7 and 20. The
Pirates got swept by the Phillies.
The Pirates are 7 and 27 since the All-Star break, and that's who we got a road series win since May against, and the third game was on a neutral site at the Little League World Series.
Y'all could be playing a road game against the Bad News Bears. It doesn't fucking matter. They're going to drop 2 of them.
All right, let's pull up the Bears.
Oh, we did this last year. What did we? So what was the projection for Trubisky last year? Because he threw 25 touchdowns, and I don't think that's what they had him at.
Nah.
And I think it was something like I even said if he throws 20-something touchdowns, it's a good year.
They have Trubisky projected essentially doing the exact same thing he did last season.
25 touchdowns, 10 picks.
Last year, he went for 3,200 yards, 24 touchdowns.
Oh, 24 and 12.
12 interceptions.
Yeah.
68 carries for 421 and 3 touchdowns. This year, they have him throwing for 600 yards more, another touchdown, same interceptions, and a little less running yards.
I was going to say, I think if one thing you'll see from him would be less running this year.
I'm going to take the over on 25 passing touchdowns. Not by much, but if you told me Mitch Trubisky threw 28 touchdowns, I would have no problem.
And he missed 2 games last year, didn't he? Yeah, Chase Daniel started against Detroit, and Chase Daniel started against
New York, no?
Yeah, against the Giants.
Giants, right?
Yeah, so it's the Lions and the Giants, right. Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I could see Trubisky playing all 16 and throwing 28 to 30 touchdowns. I don't understand this. Our offense is about to be oiled just like our D is going to be. We're going to be. I can't wait for the season to start. We're going to be a real fucking pain in the ass for everybody in the NFC and in the NFL.
I just hope he doesn't go away from running the ball. I think with the Montgomery, Cohen, and what's the guy's name? Mike Jones? Davis? Mike Smith?
Mike Davis.
Mike Davis, something like that.
Like
Mike
that,
something yeah. Basic. But yeah, he I think, we got 3 running backs back there that can do something.
Yeah, Mike Davis.
Yeah, Mike Davis. You know what I'm saying? Let those boys run a little bit, man.
Mike Davis is projected to have 44 carries for 186 yards.
That's it?
Yeah.
How many balls is he supposed to catch, though? He's a bass catcher.
8.
Right? That's it?
Yeah. They have Montgomery getting all the carries. Montgomery is projected to have
rusher?
Just under 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Yeah. He looked good. He's a football player.
He is a football player.
What do they got for Tariq Cohen?
74 carries for 300 yards, 61 catches for like a little under 600 yards and 3 touchdowns. Only 5 total touchdowns for Tariq Cohen. Yeah. Tariq Cohen. He had 8 last year though.
Was those kind of return game touchdowns?
No, they don't have any. I don't know. I don't think so. That seems kind of light for Tariq. As much as Nagy loves him.
Who told y'all that Tariq Cohen was going to be a player when the Bears
As much
him?
as Nagy, yeah, you did say that.
I said that.
As much as Nagy loves him, that seems kind of light to me.
I think he's a tough player to project, though. Because it's not like you can be like, oh, yeah, he's going to get a lion's share of the carry. You know what I'm saying? He's not that type of player. I think it's hard to project those, like, big plays. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't...
I'd like to see how they project Robinson.
Yeah, that's next. We'll look at that next. Yeah. But I could see Montgomery going over 1,000, but he's going to end up... I would think Mike Davis is going to have more than 185, more than 44 carries. I guess that's what is that? A game? A little over, like 2, like 3, a little under 3?
A little under 4.
A little over 4. It's like... That seems a little low, but
No, I'm sorry. It's a little under 3.
Well,
yeah, a little
three,
under 3.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
16 times 3 is 48. Yep.
so all right. Let's go to the wide receivers. Flip this for me. Allen Robinson projected 116 targets, which is a lot.
It's a lot.
A lot, especially compared to anybody else on the roster. 68 catches, 950 yards, 6 touchdowns.
I'd take it.
Yeah?
Especially because I don't think he's ever going to get those 1,300 yard years like he had in Jacksonville because Nagy's offense doesn't lock on to a receiver like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So just to even hear that he's going to get 116 targets is surprising to me because if you watch this offense last year, he's more just, hey, whoever's open, whoever's ready, that's who we're throwing to. It's not a priority on getting Allen Robinson X amount of balls.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think with Anthony Miller, Taylor Turbo, Gabriel.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Ridley.
Nagy likes to spread the ball
He's
out.
going to spread the ball around, yeah.
No doubt
Which
about
is
it.
fine. Just like the Chiefs. He's an Andy Reid guy, man. Andy Reid's never
And we got Cordell Patterson. I forgot about that.
Look, remember Andy Reid was going to NFC Championships games with James Thrash and Todd Pinkston as the receivers.
Shout out Todd Pinkston.
Shout out
wow.
Todd Pinkston. Yeah, that's a good name.
James Thrash.
Madden legend. So I used to go
He was
ham.
number 80, right?
80, yeah.
Yeah,
light skin dude.
Light-skinned dude, number
Gloves,
80.
yeah. The two-colored sleeve, black and white sleeve. Yeah, James Thrash.
James Thrash.
Then they had Fast Freddie Mitchell.
Fast Freddie Mitchell.
Yeah.
Championship belt Freddie.
Couldn't cut shit. He made that one. Remember he made that Mr. 3rd and 26 or Mr. 4th and 26. Remember that 4th and 26 conversion, and they asked him after the game. He's like, I just want to thank God for. I want to thank my hands.
Dude, that was the most. That was. I think Freddie only played for the Eagles like 4 years or something.
No, it was like 2 or 3 years. Yeah, he was out of the league quick.
Yeah, and in my head, he played for the Eagles for 12 seasons.
Yeah, and all pro.
All pro. And that catch was so stuck in my mind that
fast talking Freddie.
I thought Freddie was. He was about
That's
to be.
what they called him. Fast talking Freddie.
The Eagles Ring of Honor. Yeah, Freddie.
Mr.
Was
4th
wild.
and 26 is what he called himself.
Oh, hey, over under on my boy Tanner Gentry making the squad.
Nah,
No chance. He's never gonna make the team, bro.
They'll probably bring back what's his face before him.
My guy Tanner never gonna make.
Who was the other guy? Who was the other guy? He dropped that ball from
Insane.
Cuddy like 3 years ago, and Cuddy never threw him ball ever again.
Who are you?
White dude,
about?
white receiver from the Bears. He dropped the pass from Cuddy, and I swear my man never got another
Never looked
target.
his way.
Ever. And he was on the Bears for like 2 years. Someone hit us in the comments. He was a white wide receiver.
The guy that
slot
went
receiver.
to Ohio State.
Dan Sanzenbacher.
Yeah.
He's Ohio State. That's what's tricking it. Yeah. Dan Sanzenbacher.
That's fact.
Dropped one pass over the middle one time. I don't think he ever got a target in the NFL.
I remember that.
Never looked at him again.
Yeah.
Never.
And that's a Cuddy thing to do.
That was the most Cuddy thing ever. Like, nope.
No. I already didn't like Cuz. Now I can't even go.
No, I can't do it.
All right, let's go to tight end because do you want to talk about Adam Shaheen again, or do you want to wait till y'all want to wait till the season starts?
Baby Gronk is Baby Gronk's year. No.
Y'all want to? Oh,
You gave me shit because I said he's a second round pick and he's gonna play.
No,
that's what I said. He said he's a second round pick. You got to get him involved.
I asked you why should he play?
Yeah, he's a second round pick.
He's a bum.
Yeah, second round pick. What did he do last year? He was a backup tight end. 5
receptions.
Yeah, it was a good year, man. It's a good Shaheen year.
1 touchdown.
It's Baby Gronk. Where did he play?
Trey Burton. We're going to be spreading the rock all over the place. They got him projected at 54 receptions, a little under 600 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
I like it.
Like, man, that is, if you put him in there, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's 5 people that are on the wide receiver and tight ends that are gonna have that they are projecting with more than 500 yards receiving. And if you put Tariq Cohen in there, that's another one.
Yep.
So that's 6 people that are projected to have more than 500 yards receiving. That's spreading the ball around.
Yeah. I think that's similar to last year, though. I mean,
You know
if you look
what
at
I
our
mean?
offensive stats last year, yeah, for sure.
And just for the shit, for the fuck of it, we're gonna look up linebackers and how many tackles. Wait, what? No, this might be. I don't know.
Some
what
weird
that is.
fantasy shit.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the season to start.
Well, I think Roquan Smith.
Yeah.
Is going to lead the NFC in tackles.
I mean, very possible.
Yeah. Roquan Smith is a ball player.
The only reason I would disagree with that is because I think our offense is going to be on the field a lot longer than a lot of these real trash squads.
Yeah.
The person that leads the league in tackles is usually on a super trash squad with the trash offense, and he's literally on the field for 37 minutes.
Like when Briggs and Urlacher used to have like 160 tackles apiece.
Exactly.
They were just eating.
That's who usually leads the league in tackles. He's literally out there the whole game, and he's running down everyone because the offense is moving the ball up and down the field on his squad, right?
Yep.
So I'm excited for the squad. I mean, I'm excited for the Bears. I'm excited for the NFL to be back.
Absolutely.
Right before we hopped on, we were talking about they're opening the sports book at the Horseshoe.
Yeah.
So that's a 20-minute drive for us.
Nice little hike.
Yeah,
Sit back, relax.
We'll be able to go put a little wager. Yo, we should do like a meetup. That'd be fun as hell.
Yeah.
If anyone wanted to come, I'm gonna send
we
that
should
out.
do that.
I'll
You should
send that out.
Yeah.
If anyone would be down to come do a meetup,
watch a couple games,
games,
play some money out there.
At the Horseshoe, we can meet in the sports book. Come talk some shit. We'll drink some beers and watch the Bears.
Definitely.
We should go up there for game one.
Yeah, let's do it. We should.
That'd be super tough.
Probably have to reserve a table on that joint.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work.
I feel like it'll be crazy game one. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be the day after it opens too.
And because Thursday night that's the first game. Like it's the only game on.
Yeah,
so it's not like people are gonna be like there for the early game, out for the late.
Yeah.
They're gonna be there for Thursday.
We're not
night.
the only two guys sitting around right now talking about going to the sports book on Thursday to watch this game.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm sure you pick a Sunday, you get there nice and early, like you get there around like 9 or 10 o'clock, set up, you're good.
Easy,
like yeah.
That
might be the move.
We can like hit the buffet, get some breakfast.
Yeah, I love the casino, man. I can sleep in the casino.
Yeah, we can, dude. Let's go.
Yeah,
we should go for the game one.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm in.
Yeah, yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. Thursday night.
Let's go. Let's say less. Shout out Bless Lord in the comments. He said Jimmy G just went 1 for 6, no yards, and a pick.
Didn't he? Wait, did he throw 5 picks in the preseason game last time? What preseason game did he throw 5 straight picks in that they were talking about? Because this is his first game back, right?
I have no idea.
All right, whatever.
I think it is, though.
Yeah.
And this is his first action he's seen since his knee injury.
Yeah. We'll see.
It's preseason. I don't want to, man, stop talking to me about preseason.
Nah. Well, if your quarterback throws a shit ton of picks in the preseason, that might be a bad bad sign? Yeah, that's not a good sign. Your quarterback throwing picks anywhere in practice preseason is never good. It's just never good. It's not. You
think it's like a mental psyche thing too?
It's just a bad thing. You throw picks, yeah. That's why they keep tally of all the picks thrown in practice. If you listen to like the Bears report, they're like, yeah, Mitch just throwing 8 picks this offseason. Like they keep tally of that shit.
Yeah,
definitely.
Jimmy G is Bless Lord shout out Bless Lord for dropping the knowledge in the comments. He said Jimmy G threw 5 straight picks in practice.
Oh, it was practice that they were talking about.
5 straight picks.
Yeah, they said
practice.
It was literally 5 straight
snaps
picks.
In a row?
5 snaps, 5 picks. I thought they said it was a game, but I was like, I would have seen the highlight, but it was practice, yeah. 5 straight picks, bro.
Wait, that's
five
a crazy number.
5 straight picks.
5 straight snaps or interceptions.
Those are Matt Schaub. Those are not even Matt Schaub numbers. Those are Peterman numbers.
That's Nate Peterman numbers.
Shout out, yeah.
I don't even think Peterman can do that.
5 straight picks. I don't care where you're throwing the ball. Yeah.
Interesting. Keep an eye on that.
Who's the 49ers head coach?
Shanahan.
Oh, is it Kyle Shanahan?
Yeah. All right, let's close out the show. Let's talk about a couple things on Twitter that we went over. Oh, shit. I don't even know how to pull that. How I did that. All right. All right, pull me up really quick. So, as you can see, Illinois Athletics, so much excitement in the new Smith Football Center. So, like, they got these dudes walking around taking pictures of the new locker room. They're happy about the new.
It's the most excited they'll be all year.
Look, so this is them. They taking pics. My man, these two dudes been in the weight room. Shout out to those dudes.
For sure, man.
I'm rocking with that. Now
this is what I saw. This is like, this is crazy. Yeah, they got a barbershop in the facility.
That means they got to have a team barber.
So they have a team barber.
They got to have somebody on the squad or someone around.
And I was thinking, like, how does that work? Is he like 24 hours a day, or is it like, hey, after practice
like,
we all get lined up?
I bet you it's like,
is it multiple barbers?
Friday after walkthrough, they go and get cut.
So the seniors get priority.
Got to be something like that.
Yeah, how does that work? I want to know more about this.
How many barber chairs is there?
I want to know how many chairs in a full shop. What's the name of it? Because all I see is lit on the top and then something with a V. I have so many questions.
Yeah, I feel you.
Somebody from U of I reach out to us and let us know what's going on. My man's over here at the training table.
Yeah, hopefully he stays off that.
Yeah, hopefully that's not where you want to take pictures, my man. It's a bad omen. You don't want to.
Yo,
I'm like, I'm not on the table, dog. Get off
the table, bro.
No.
You need to be taking pictures.
Can't make the club in the tub.
Yeah, bro. Nah, that's.
But the barbershop is what I saw, and I was like, man, that's crazy. They got the chair in the locker room.
Yeah,
which is corny but clever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, I'll tell you, like when I first got out to Arizona, I could not find a barber.
You couldn't get cut, huh?
For like 2 months.
I didn't have no problem. Now, I was on my last couple cuts out there, though.
Yeah, but see, you lived off campus and shit by the time you got out. Yeah, like I'm talking about freshmen. Nobody knew anybody. Like I had to find somebody. Shout out my man Nico, who I found who could finally cut me up. But like I literally started just asking black people. Like I walked down there, you know, yeah, and then finally someone was like, "Yo, my guy," and I got his number, and it was all good from there. So like, you think about a situation like that, little shit like that, especially if you're practicing all the time and they're busy, you get a cut right after the class.
Like Lovie Smith gets 5 or 6 local barbers in.
Yeah,
breaks them off some cash. Like make sure everybody gets.
Make sure everybody's good. Y'all stay here all night.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so like I was at first I laughed, and then I was like, I thought about, I'm like. Yeah, little shit like getting your hair cut. You play football, you got school, you got other shit going on. Like, if you can do it right in the locker room, after practice, take a shower, get a haircut, good to go.
Yeah, that's cool.
After the game, get cut up, go out that night. Because you can leave the game fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, super fresh.
But you're going to get a cut before the game.
You might get another cut out. You get the
nah. You got time. You got to go get showered up so you can go.
Well, yeah. Either way, like I thought that was funny. But the locker room looked nice. I don't know if you saw the little video thing that they did.
How big are you into facilities being a big part of getting
the
players?
Recruiting pitch? I don't think. So here's the thing. I don't think if you have the absolute best facilities, it necessarily makes a difference, right? Because everybody has good ones. But if you have shitty ones, like I'd like to see what it looked like before, because I think that's like the standard now to have these really nice ones that are geared towards the players with flat screens.
Open, yeah.
If you don't have that and you're going after like the top elite talent, you might have a problem. You know, because if you're a kid, right, and you walk into one facility and you're like, yo, this place is crazy, they have all types of shit, that doesn't necessarily sway me. But you know what does sway me? Walk into a place where they don't have any of that. Because like, what's really going on over here? Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I feel like you'd be more swayed by a place not having it than by a place having it, or at least I would.
Yeah.
And I'm not even at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But I'm like, yo, I'm be here for 4 years. I won't be comfortable.
I think I hate to say this, but I think it helps Illinois trying to get the middle tier guy.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Instead of him going to Indiana.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll go to Illinois.
Maybe he'll go to Illinois.
A little better dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it'll help in that aspect.
Or that dude who's deciding between Illinois and like Ball State, you know, because Ball State might offer some playing time, but it's a smaller school.
Right.
Their locker room does not look like that.
And they don't get the opportunity to play in the Big Ten.
In the Big Ten,
so it's like, all right, I'll go to Illinois.
Yeah.
So
and then you regret it 2 weeks later.
Those are the type of things that change. Do you have any faith in Lovie? Or is just Lovie's like, man, listen, I did what I had to do in the NFL. I'm just going to go ahead and ride out this shit.
He grew out the beard last year. He was just super big kicking it.
Just talk to the kids and shit a little bit.
If I'm Illinois, I'm not getting rid of him because you've proven like coach after coach can't get it done there. I mean, Illinois hasn't been good since Mendenhall. And before that, they weren't good for a long-ass time. Like, they're just not a good football program.
What was my man's name from Florida?
Who?
Who's the coach?
Oh, Ron Zook.
Ron Zook,
Ron Zook. Yeah, they say he was a great recruiter. He could not coach. Remember, what's-his-face won in there and one was Zook's players.
What's up?
Urban Meyer took over for Ron Zook and won with Zook's players. They said that was Zook's thing.
Yeah,
Ron Zook was like the greatest recruiter ever, could not coach. But hey, we'll see, man. Hopefully it works out for him. We talk about Illinois sports a lot for some reason. I think I like to hate on them because there's just so much talent.
There's just so much talent
in the basketball perspective, especially. Yeah. But so hopefully that helps. The basketball team, maybe get them a new locker room too. How does that work for other people? That's football only. Like, that's a football facility, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure some other facilities got updated in the process.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, what does Duke's men's basketball locker room look like? You know what I mean? What does Kentucky's look like?
That's a good. Well, that's a good question because Cameron Indoor is super old, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know because remember till recently, bro, the Cubs shit was garbage.
Garbage, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was low ceilings, it was super cramped.
You know what? The basketball ones though, you can make the basketball ones a lot nicer and
there's
more
like 10
individual
people?
because only 10 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you can get a big recline. You know the whole.
You
situation.
know what? I was in. Shout out my dog D Will when he was on the Knicks.
Yeah.
I went into the Knicks locker room.
What was that
and
like?
Met Porzingis and like Melo was around the corner. It was actually really cool. But their locker room was pretty underwhelming. It was a circle. It was pretty small. Like it was very standard.
The NBA dudes don't hang out though.
And the garden is old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it kind of depends on the building and all that shit. But like, yeah, it wasn't like I wasn't taken back by it. And you know, another locker room I've been in was the Heat.
Yeah.
It wasn't like too crazy. You know what I mean? Like
right.
it didn't look like I was taken back by like the locker room setup. So
I feel like the college ones, the players probably kick it and lounge more than the NFL, NBA dudes that go to work. Go home.
That's true. And I bet
They got
you
families, like they can try to
big
get out
place
of
for the young kids to go. Like,
Yeah, we
I'm
kick
gonna-
it. Yeah.
Incentive to get to the facility early.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go kick it at the locker room.
Yeah, you're already there. We got you there.
There's games. I can get a
And
cut.
you keep the
I can-
kids out of trouble.
Exactly.
Why don't y'all come? No. Just come hang out the facility.
Come hang out the locker room,
yeah.
bro.
Don't go out.
Don't you want to play ping pong?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Oh, and we probably got food stacked up
Yep.
in here.
Oh,
We
food,
got
food,
drinks
yeah.
stacked up in here.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
You got the
come
flat
on in.
screens. You guys just hang out here.
Just come kick it here, bro.
Don't go out.
Don't be doing all that goofy shit on
Don't do
campus.
that. Yeah.
All right, let's close it on our boy Kuz.
I wanted to ask you about this.
Yeah, bro. If is this shit fire or trash?
Yeah, because I never know with you,
Yeah.
but I you already know how I feel.
Listen.
This is ultra
Flip it.
hot
Garbage.
garbage.
Oh.
Ultra. He should have on Airwalks. Is he got Balenciagas on with it too?
Those are John Geiger.
Are they? I thought it was
Those are
orange.
this
those
guy,
are
John
orange.
Geiger
I know who
from
John Geiger is.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Beavis's boy.
Yeah.
I know
He has a shoe line. He's come out.
I thought they were
Odell's wearing shit.
Balenciagas.
Yeah, no. This fit is kind of where the new age shit is trending. Like the young dudes, this is the type of shit they rocking.
This is terrible, bro.
With like the glasses and like it's like they got the psychedelic feel to it.
No, it's like the
acid
nerdy
wash.
hacker, like
The acid wash.
yeah,
like,
bro.
hoodie. The pants are hard. I will say that.
Stop it.
The pants are tough. Like
Pants are fucking terrible.
I could
Hey, look, bro. If I ever see you out, in the,
listen to me, bro.
Listen,
I
stop.
could body those pants,
Stop.
no problem.
stop it.
I actually don't mind the fit. It's not
Stop
the worst.
it.
I don't like the
Alyssa,
shades.
give a thumbs up or thumbs down on these pants. Yes, thank you.
That's what y'all have no vision.
That is terrible, bro. I
couldn't tell
Is he
you-
going fishing?
I couldn't
He's
tell
got
you how
his
many
cargo-
fits that I've
cargo in
rocked
the
where
front.
people have given me a thumbs down and the fit
No,
was hard.
bro. Because you do some of the other shit and that's fine, but that's all. This is completely different, bro. This is terrible.
Hold on.
This shit is brutal.
This is him at the. Oh, he got the Sky Dweller on there. That joint
That's
hard.
decent. Yeah.
But the comments were funny.
Someone called him big.
Aunt David said, "Man, what the hell you got on?" That shit got 35,000 likes.
Yo, those pants are terrible.
The DB2K said Big Koozie Vert looking ass.
Yeah,
That
Big
was
Koozie Vert.
Big Koozie Vert is by
Yeah.
far the funniest comment. But yeah, bro, look, Kuz is
Those
20.
pants are trash, bro. I don't understand.
22 years
You
old.
can't
He lives in
tell me
LA
nothing about those
and plays-
pants,
and
bro.
plays for the
Those
Lakers?
pants are trash.
Stop.
It's not even the hoodie. The hoodie is like something I sleep in, but those pants are trash, dog. I'm sorry. So Baggy is back?
Yeah, Baggy's
So we
back.
went tight. Did we get too tight, and now we just went all the way
Baggy's
back to Baggy?
Virgil Abloh's got people going Baggy. Baggy's back.
People on Virgil's dick.
Yeah, they are.
Like hard.
I
I've
like
never seen-
Virgil, though.
Yeah, it's just these. But I feel like, so here's the thing. I forget who I was talking about this with the other day, but like Off-White. A lot of that shit to me is hard.
Yeah.
I could never wear it, bro.
Why?
It's because it's just so hype beast. It's like Supreme to me.
Yeah, it is.
It's like Supreme.
Yeah.
It's the most hype beast. Like I see some Off-White shit that people have. I'm like, that hoodie's tough. Like those shoes are tough. I like the little black and white coloring and the little fucking orange loops and shit. Like that shit's cool.
It's too hype beast.
It's too hype beast, bro.
He's got a couple pieces that are low key that
Don't say Off-White all over the place.
yeah, that I've been on record saying this. I've tweeted it out too. His design game on the female side is way 10 times harder than
Then
the
it's for
male.
the males. Yeah.
He's like a real designer.
Yeah.
That's why I rock with him. He's real tough.
I just I fuck with him. I think it's just very hype beasty.
Yeah, the
bro.
big
Very
and I
hype
feel
beastie
you. And
right
I'm
now.
never rocking like the off-white shirt with the big like
It's a shirt.
or like
pocket.
or no like the big block on the top with the X on the back.
Yeah.
Like nah, that's not really my style.
It's super hype beast shit. And like, I don't know, man. Some of that shit is always cool until you see everybody with it.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's not as cool anymore. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like it's kind of like Yeezys, all that shit. It just got super hype beastie to me. Yeah. So that was my piece on it. And I know I'm not no fashion guy. I don't pretend to be, but I can't get down with Kyle Kuzma shit right there.
I feel it.
Those pants are trash. He looks like he's about to go skateboarding. Shit is trash. He got too much money for that. Sky Dweller was nice though.
That Sky
The leather band joint.
the leather
too.
band joint. That
Leather
shit was
band,
crazy.
That was a classic vintage joint.
That shit was crazy. Hey man, that's it for No Ketchup Sports Talk via Chicago. You see the shirt, Chicago Breeze Legends. I still have a couple left. Don't have many. Log on noketchupchicago.com/merch. Go grab you one. You see the hat. Nick's got it on. I got it on backwards. But go cop you one. Go subscribe on YouTube. Share the podcast. Lock in on Spotify, iTunes, everything. For Big Nick, the Quick Nick Harvey, I am your host, Sean Little. No Ketchup Sports Talk via Chicago. Let's get it.